Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Today I will be reviewing a pair of sandals I just picked up. Here are the Visvim ICT Christos from the Spring-Summer 2020 collection in the Black Paint Splattered colorway. So the purpose of filming this video is to share more information on sizing because I know many of you guys have questions on them, how comfortable they are, my personal thoughts on them, on whether they are worth it or not. I would also be showing you details to the slides and how I would style them. So I bought this pair of slides off of Grailed. I saw a good price on them and I managed to convince myself to get them. Scrolling through Grailed in the middle of the night is very dangerous. This is from Spring-Summer 2020 collection. They are ICT line. ICT stands for Indigo Camping Trailer. They are more experimental sub-line where they use different techniques like mud and indigo dye. It has more of a personalized touch. A lot of their designs are individually done. For example, this paint splatter design. I always knew I wanted to own a pair of Christos or at least try them out, but never would I have thought that I would be owning them during this period of time because I'm still a broke student. But these are a huge grail of mine, specifically this colorway. I just can't believe I have them on hand and I can't wait to show you guys details to the slides. Starting off, the sandals came in the brown Visvim box. Here is the sizing and model information. As for the model code, the first two digits stands for the ICT line, the third and fourth digit stands for the year of the collection. Opening up the box, the sandals came with stuffed wrapping paper. It came with a dust bag. Here are the tags. Here is a first look at the sandal. It is in an all-black colorway with the paint splattered design on the upper. The top part of the sandal is constructed with a ballistic Condura nylon upper. And here is the instep of the sandal. So the design of the upper is constructed by two overlapping layers held down by Velcro on the inside, also reinforced with a strap which runs through in a zigzag pattern. The strap starts off on the instep, sewn on a plastic loop. It goes through another plastic loop on the external side, diagonally crossing the entire upper of the slide. And one very interesting thing to point out on the design of the loops, the first compartment you have horizontal stitching, and in the middle you have a diagonal or slanted stitching to accommodate the strap which goes across. The strap carries on into another loop and it ends off through a plastic fastener with a leather tab stitched on at the end to prevent it from unraveling. The fastener could be lifted up, allowing you to adjust the width of the upper. There is also a plastic hook which holds down the strap more securely. Just a fun fact, I did try to remove the strap and open up the sandal for you guys to see, but the leather pull tab gets stuck. I believe with enough force, I should be able to remove it, but I do not want to damage the leather tab, so I'll be leaving it as it is. There is also this fabric or patch here. It is indigo dyed and each piece is different. Here is the one found on the other side. Moving on to the interior of the slide, the top portion here is connected by Velcro and the main layers are held down by Velcro as well. On the exterior side, there is a longer Velcro strip and on the interior, a shorter one. Here is the bottom layer and here is how the Velcro patches are positioned. Moving on to the interior, it is constructed with a padded leather lining. In the middle, you have the sizing. And beneath that, it says made in China, which is actually such a shame because I thought that they were made in Japan. Moving on to the insole or footbed, on the surface you have a leather lining as well, and underneath that you have a natural cork insole. At the back heel, you have the sizing as well as the branding. The design of the footbed is curved in at the back as well as the front. And surrounding the footbed is an ultra-light EVA Phylon midsole. It goes throughout the sandal, providing more comfort. Ending off at the bottom, there is a custom Vibram outsole made specially for Visvim. I'd like to show you a close-up of the paint splattered design and how it is different on each pair. Now moving on to sizing, I'll take a bit more time as well as go in depth on the sizing because I know many of you guys have questions. So I personally am a US 9, 9.5 in Nike sneakers, and for designer shoes I tend to wear a European 42. Now for Visvim Christos, they go by size S, M, L and XL, and each of the sizes have a range, which makes selecting your size a bit more tricky. And on top of that, to make things worse, the design of the footbed on the Christos are slightly concave, making it harder to estimate sizing as well. So I'd like to share my own perspective personal experience with the sizing of the slide. Like I mentioned, this is a size M, which fits 8 to 9. My feet is on the bigger side of the range. I have a regular width feet. From toe to heel, my feet is about 26.5 centimeters in measurement. For these pair of slides, the entire insole length is about 28.5 centimeters, but because of its concave design and it curves in reality, it is about 27.5 centimeters, measuring at the start of the curve to the end. So the sandal overall really fits just nice, with my heel ending off at the back curve, and the upper also fits quite snug around my feet. So overall, it's a very hugging fit. Without socks, they feel comfortable. My feet doesn't feel like it's sliding out of the slipper. I wore them out for the whole day, there was no issues, but towards the end of the day, there was slight discomfort in my left big toe. When I'm walking, my left toe tends to tilt upwards and it rubs against the fabric of the slide, especially at the front portion. It is mainly the way I walk and not much to do with the slide. I also tried wearing socks with them. They don't instantly fall off, but they do feel insecure, mainly because of the smooth leather footbed. If you have a store which you can try the Christos on, by all means, I highly recommend you to go down. It makes things a lot easier and it will be worth it. Here's what I would recommend. If you are between sizes and you have a wide feet, automatically size up. As oversized and bulky as the upper looks with the adjustable straps, in my opinion, it still fits quite snug. On the other hand, if you have a regular width foot lying between sizes, if you go down, it fits more snug. If you go up, there will definitely be more room. It really depends on your sizing preference. Observe the other sandals you own to see which sizing you prefer. Now I'd like to sum up my thoughts on the slides. First of all, the quality. Quality is A1, everything feels very premium, and it's quite mind-blowing to see how they managed to fit so many materials on just one pair of slides, all very well put together, and it is very high quality. Next off the design, you have this very nice bulky silhouette. On feet, it looks like you're wearing a shoe. An iconic and amazing design overall. Next up, the functionality. These are an all black pair of slides. It goes well with everything. They are very stiff and rigid. Definitely more support focused. Because of the cork sole, it kind of feels like a Birkenstock when I'm wearing it. It would definitely get more comfortable after breaking them in. So the real question is, are these pair of sandals worth it? In my opinion, short answer, no. Now let me explain. Design wise, these are a very nice looking pair of sandals, but having to drop near $1,000 for a pair of slippers, and you still have to worry about whether you can wear socks with them or not, whether your foot would slide out of the slipper, whether you'll get blisters. It is just too big of a headache for a pair of sandals, which is supposed to be worn fuss-free. Sandals and slides should be your most convenient pair of footwear, which you can slip on and go out and do errands. Having to stress so much for a pair of slides is just unrealistic to me. Like, don't get me wrong, the Christos are a very well built pair of slides and it looks amazing. I would say get them after you have acquired and obtained your other grail pieces. When you have completed or you are contented with your rotation, then get the Christos to try it out and add them to your collection. This sandal shouldn't be the top priority of your list. I wouldn't recommend paying retail price for them as well. Be patient, there will be steals. I have to be honest with myself, I would still wear them out. It is really hot in my country and you can't go wrong with a pair of slippers, but they would not be an everyday pair of slides. I would only wear them out when I'm too lazy to wear shoes and I still want to put an outfit together and look nice, because the bulky silhouette and the design is really something else on the Christos. Now, a good alternative to the Christos, special shout out and honorable mentions, is the Sueco Core Cap sandals. I did a review on these pair of slides years back. Time flies. It is holding up so well, I can't seem to destroy them. It looks very similar to the Christos, just that the Christos is a more beefier version. It is cheaper and more practical than the Christos. A great alternative. Now I hope this video has given you the information you need on these pair of Visvim ICT Christos in the Black Paint Splattered colorway. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.